You know of the move Nightmare, right? Max of 24 PP, 100 accuracy, takes 1/4 of the target's health when it's asleep. Yeah? Well, that's not the way that move worked for me. See, I love Pokemon Gold. It's my favourite Pokemon game to date, so you can understand my frustration when my copy broke and stopped saving my game files, as well as erasing the ones I already had. When Heart Gold and Soul Silver were announced, I was ecstatic. So much so that I decided to order a new copy of the original Gold to get me hyped up even more. When it arrived, I instantly put it in my Game Boy Advance SP and turned it on. I began the game as normal, setting my name, the date, and all the usual stuff you do at the beginning of the game. I chose Totodile as my starter and set off on my journey. Eventually I got to Sprout Tower. I love Sprout Tower for one reason: Ghastly. Ghost Pokemon are my favourite type, none more so than Haunter. I've always felt that Haunter had a much cooler design than Ghastly or Gengar, so obviously, I caught myself a Ghastly and went merrily on my way. The first few gyms were a breeze. By the time I'd beaten Morty, the Ecruteak City gym leader, my Ghastly reached level 25. Yes, I thought. I finally had my Haunter. Sure enough, my Ghastly evolved, but after the usual congratulations, the text continued. Haunter learned Nightmare. This seemed odd to me. Hadn't my Ghastly known 4 moves? Surely it should have asked me whether or not I wanted to keep this move. And furthermore, Haunter doesn't learn Nightmare until level 53. My Haunter was only level 25. I checked Haunter's moves, and it knew Hypnosis, Lick, Nightshade, and Nightmare. But I was sure that it had known Spite. I got into battle with the trainer and sent out my Haunter. The trainer then sent out a Tangela. That's when I noticed something strange. It wouldn't let me select any other move except Nightmare. The moves were there, but as I scrolled up or down, the moves would move so that they would be above or below Nightmare. I hit the select button, as that was how you would reposition moves while in battle, hoping that it would set Nightmare in one place, but to no avail. I tried pressing the B button so I could send out the Pidgeotto I had, but it wouldn't let me leave the move screen. Finally, I became frustrated and simply pressed A. Haunter used Nightmare appeared on the screen. As the opposing Pokemon had to be asleep, I felt sure the move would fail. Instead, the screen turned completely white, followed by a high-pitched whine. Then, nothing. Suddenly, the screen came back to life. I was outside of the battle, and the trainer's sprite in front of my own. That's no Pokemon, he said, and ran off the screen. I was confused. I checked my Haunter in my party. It seemed completely normal. This happened several other times, with each trainer saying something similar. On a whim, I opened my Pokédex. I have a nasty habit of not checking my Pokédex after my Pokemon evolves. I scrolled down to Haunter, but when I opened the info section, nothing was there. As though I'd never evolved my Ghastly at all. I continued scrolling, and I got to the bottom of the Pokédex. There was another Haunter, but it wasn't called Haunter in the Pokédex. It was called Nightmare, and when I opened the info section, it read only one word: Enjoy. Consequently, I've never played that specific game cartridge again, and it still continues to baffle me. Was it a hack? Had the company added this to unlock itself when someone tried to tamper with it? It was a pre-owned copy after all. I got my Heart Gold version, and I got a Ghastly on that too. I even toyed Nightmare from a TM when I found it. But it was the normal move. I found an email in my Gmail inbox that had apparently been delivered the same day the version of Gold arrived. At the exact moment I flicked the on-off switch, the subject read, Nightmare, and the text body read, just whatever you do, do not battle your friends with this copy of Gold. But remember, enjoy. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and if you enjoyed today's story, make sure to leave a like. And if you want more like it, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a story. If you need more now, why not check out my PokePaster playlist? I'll leave that on this card, and I'll catch you in the next story.